What's up, Guardians? I finally got my Hopscotch Pilgrim to drop, and I've been having some fun with it. This one has Feeding Frenzy, Hidden Hand, and in the middle tree it also has Small Bore. But unfortunately at this point I only have one of these skills unlocked, and that's Feeding Frenzy. So I'm using it pretty vanilla. Now, in order to get acquainted with this weapon, I did what I frequently do with primary weapons that I'm new to, and that is I challenged myself to go a few full games with only getting kills with my primary weapon and no other weapons. Now, I still use my super and my equipment, like my grenades, but I don't use any other weapons, no heavy, no special. And so I had a really fun time these first two games playing with this gun, and these are my first matches with it. I had one warm-up match before this, and it was good, but the gameplay wasn't as good as this one. So this was my second ever match using a Hopscotch Pilgrim. And I'm going to actually show you two matches, just the highlights, how they kind of played out. Both of them ended sort of in clutch scenarios, and I won't tell you whether I won or lost. But here you'll see there's nothing on the radar, but then suddenly this guy's like right up on me, so he's kind of camping with a shotgun. So I took my my second death of the game there after going on a nice kill streak. And my teammate picks me up, so now I'm just trying to work these choke points and get some kills. I'm really liking the Hopscotch so far. I'll probably do a full review of the weapon, but I never feel comfortable doing full reviews until I have all of the skills unlocked, and I've spent a considerable amount of time using the weapon. So obviously, only being a few games in at this point, I would not feel good about giving you guys a full review of a weapon. I know that I personally wouldn't take the opinion of someone who only got to use the weapon for a couple of games. So I'll continue to play with it and have some fun with it. But I'm actually really excited that this gun dropped on my second account, the one that I kind of play just for PvP footage. And I don't stream on this account, obviously. I have the point of using this account. I got stuck with a fusion grenade there. The point of using this account is that I use it when I just want to focus on getting footage, and it doesn't have any friends on the friends list, and that's on purpose. so just know that if you ever send a friend request to this account, I probably won't accept it, just because this is my no friends on the friends list account, and it also doubles as my wife's account for other games where she gets to play and not be hassled with invites and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, working these choke points again, and I'm really liking the 38 precision damage. The stability I don't have maxed out on this weapon yet. I really wanted to switch to my sniper rifle here and bang off the revive, but I had to fight the temptation. And then I tried to toss a grenade up and over behind this guy, but I think he was just outside of the reach. I think that wall was just a little bit too far behind him. But no matter. This guy's using the last word, so I'm trying to get a little bit under his skin. I want to work on a comeback here. So I'm kind of doing some celebratory dances, especially when I kill the last word user. Now, I'm going to show you two matches here that were back-to-back. The second one had two guys using exotic hand cannons. This one only had one, which was good that I could warm up in a match with one exotic hand cannon and then move on to one where two of the three were using it. So again, I'm trying to make some big plays happen here and dodge that grenade. Luckily, I sidestepped to take some cover to regenerate my shields a little bit, and then the grenade went whizzing by. So now they're up by over 400 points. That's a little over 4 kills, and so I'm really just hoping that my teammates don't tank this. I know that sounds mean, but that is honestly, if I'm being honest, that was my thought. I'm like, teammates, no, stop dying, stop dying. I want to work on a comeback here. This guy's approaching, so I use the grenade to prime him, but then he gets smart and backs off. So I try to pursue to finish him off here, but then one of his teammates respawns in this same area. So I drop a grenade to deter him from pushing me, and then I jump back to avoid a grenade to finish me off, and it turned out to be the right call because he did drop a grenade, his arc bolt. So I super through the doorway here, and I'm like, oh, I need these kills, I need 2 more kills. And then I get the full team wipe, the triple kill for the victory. And that was just a whole lot of fun. That was a great fun way to wrap up the match. Coming from behind, I went 25-8 on that match. So I had a lot of fun on that one. And then go into this second match where I'm going against two last words on a map that dramatically favors the close quarters weapons like the Last Word and blink shotgunners, especially with all of this horizontal and visual cover around the map. So I'm trying to pursue this guy, and he runs all the way back. So I pursue him all the way here, finish him off, get the 3 headshot burst on that second burst, which is great with that 38 precision damage. So moving around the map, kind of working hard scoping on corners as I strafe around them, which is very intentional. You always want to make sure that you're hard scoping a corner as you strafe around it, so you don't come walking around a corner unprepared for an engagement. So I chuck an anticipatory grenade there to try and catch someone coming in the doorway, but they didn't pursue into it, so I had to go full one-on-one. And I keep kind of, I do circles around this map, and I like jumping up here and getting a vantage point, but just know that this is a popular spot to jump up on to get a vantage point, but you are really exposed. So I never spend more than a couple of seconds up here. Jump up, acquire a target, and then move. So I'm going to flank around this guy, and this is, I believe this was the Last Word fella, or one of the two. He pursues my teammate, comes back, there he is with his Last Word. I throw a grenade on the wall, hoping to finish him off, but he was too far away from it, so it forces him back up the stairs, and then I can get a couple of bursts into him. I do a celebratory dance because I really do want to get under the skin of these Last Word users. So you'll notice if you look at the scoreboard in the lower right hand corner there that we're up by almost 1,000 points at this point in the match, and so it looked like it was going to be a decently easy win, but they ended up making a pretty dramatic comeback. They controlled heavy a couple of times, and I picked up heavy just to deny on this side, but I didn't use it. And you have to get creative. You see there going against a rocket launcher user, but if you're only challenging yourself to use a primary weapon, or if you're going against heavy and you don't have heavy ammo, then what I did there was I baited the guy around the corner, and as he's pursuing, I throw that lightning grenade on the wall behind him so that he walks right into it. It primes him enough that I know all I'm going to need is one solid burst to the head, and since I was already hard scoped, I was pretty confident in my ability to get that headshot burst in before he could do target acquisition and get a rocket on me. And then on the second heavy round, when it pops up, I baited that guy in from my sort of ambush spot and threw that lightning grenade on the wall behind him just to finish him off. So these are some of the ways that you can get creative, and lightning grenade is so good for juggling multiple targets. You see doing it there again. And then just finishing off the last guy here for the nice team wipe to help kind of get us back into a strategic position to potentially take the lead again and win the match. And so these guys really did, honestly, they controlled the map pretty well. They weren't partied up, but they seemed to be moving strategically, pinching well, so kudos to them for that. But I did manage to get some nice isolated kills to get us back in the match here, catching this guy off guard by flanking. These are the 2 Last Word users, and as they're focused on my teammate, I'm able to get a nice team wipe again. So I basically just did a full circle around the map, and 2 of those 3 kills were flanking kills. I pick up heavy on this side to deny it, but they got heavy on that side. So at this point I'm thinking it's pretty much tied up, so if they have heavy and my 2 teammates do not, then this could be a pretty bad position for us. So I decided it's worth a super to take out one of the rocket launcher users. At this point we've wiped the heavy off the map, kind of up in my ambush spot for this guy as he's running away from the golden gun user. And at this point I thought I was going to go down, but my teammate actually saves my life with that golden gun, keeps me alive, which ended up being a really good thing because I'm able to come over here and make some clutch kills to take the lead and to wrap up the game. See this guy approaching us with his arc blade, and I bump into my teammate, and at this point I'm yelling at the TV. I'm like, move, get out of the way. And he ends up getting a pretty clutch snipe on that arc blade user. So props to my teammate for that wicked snipe. That was a really good move. Waited for him to come right into the tunnel, into that nice bottleneck. Finish off a few more kills for the 10 kill streak, and to win the match with a 24-7 spread. So overall, really liking the Hopscotch Pilgrim so far. Like I said, can't give a full review yet, and this isn't the perfect roll on it, but since it's on my alt account, I didn't have enough mats to re-roll it continually, so this isn't the ideal roll, but it's certainly something I can live with for now. So looking forward to continue to use this weapon, and I'll give you a full review later.